Hi. Today it's a rainy day. It's a gray day. And I have this Jobu SL3 with me. It's a small little hobby chainsaw. I didn't clean it. The only thing I did, I changed this rope puller, start puller, put a new one from China, from eBay, and I changed the fuel line. I know it will start, but it's not adjusted, so I take off the filter cover to try to adjust it. I only have 2 screwdrivers with me, so I will see how it will work out. I know it will start, and I know it's oiling, but I think it's I didn't use it, so I don't know the chainsaw. It's a 38cc and they started this in 1976. Poulan produced this for Jobu. I think it was like that. And in 1977 Jobu came with a green one. It's Poulan Micro XXV or XXV. I think they mean Roman numbers, and I think it's Poulan Micro XXV. So it's a small hobby around the cabin, cottage, or around your house to take small trees, small branches, clean up. Fancy little thing. This is missing the knuckle protectors, but there was no chain brake on those. Not as far as I know. So I didn't make any carburetor rebuilt or anything on this. Seems to be working. The only thing I changed the fuel line. It's going here, and you have a little screw there. Take off that. You can see it under the handle here, and it's going down here into a hole there. You take off the starter. That's only a screw behind there, and one there, and there one screw there, and off with the starter cover. Then you get access to the hole in the fuel tank, which is you can take straight out the fuel tank. And then you they have a connection here that splits the fuel line, so you have one fuel line from here down to the reservoir, and one fuel line from here and into the carburetor. But I made a fuel line in one piece. I skipped this split this connector here. It's a small little plastic tube which you can split the fuel line together, but I don't like this split, so I just make one fuel line in one piece. The fuel line was broken off here, so it was totally gone and old and hard, like the plastics become when they are very old, and it could be very old on this chainsaw. As I told, it came from 1976, and that makes it about almost 50 years old. So it's about maybe it's a 1978. How many years is that? 45-year old, 44-year-old. Okie dokie. I give it choke, and there is the adjustment screws, and there is a screw for idle. There is the idle screw. Go directly to the governor on the carburetor there. Stop switch. On, off. No pre-start as far as I know. Take it on. Try to start it. And I changed the fuel filter, which is this swamp, we tell in Norway. So there's a very simple air filter, which is when it's become old, it's become pulverized into pieces, and spread all over the place. So I just made a filter out of some home scrub cleaning things. Just take a scissor and make it the perfect size and put it down there. Let's see how it runs. Yeah, I started first pull. I just tightened the screws, or checked the mounting screws for the carburetor if they are tight enough. And then I understand now, when it's warm enough, it's idling good enough. And then I try to match the choke here. Now the choke is, well, I put the choke on. Then I know it's on the correct place. I take choke there on, and then it will fit this hook there, and put the filter cover on. So it might be lucky finding, good enough. Just needed to be warmed up a little. It doesn't go down from high to idle very quick, but what can you expect with a 45-year-old chainsaw? You cannot drown in perfectionism in all of them. So as long as it works like this, I think I am satisfied with that. But with these old chainsaws, which is a little bit weird like that, doesn't go down on from idle quick enough. You always need to be extra careful, of course, because the chain is spinning and it's dangerous. Well, is there any wood I could chop on here? There is a little pile just on the side here, and I hope it's even sharp enough as it is. I don't have gloves on me. Could be a well-working little thing, working well enough. Let's see if it's cutting. Let's see if it's restart. looks like, feels like it's fuel starving, a little high on RPM, on high. So, because it's bugging down a little when I have a little bit resistance when it's engaged in the wood. So maybe I should make it a little richer on high. I actually could not see which is high and which is low. I cannot read it. But I guess the lowest one there is the high screw. But I'll find out by running it. Yeah, better put it on. This was really disappointing. The chain is jamming, doesn't oil well, but it did oil well. I guess it's the spoon here. It was wet weather today, so the spoon, when I saw with it, was blocking the hole for bar oil, so then I got that problem. But I made it more rich now, and now I burned my finger on the muffler, so you need to have your mind with you always. So it's richer now, but I cannot test it because the oil is not entering the chain, so it's become jammed. The chain is jammed, and I don't have the key with me to open the bar cover and brush off the spoon that is blocking it. So maybe become some very nice dust here, because the wood is a little bit soft. So you can see the very nice dust here. It's blocking the hole. I think it's oiling, but it's just blocking because it made too nice dust out of this partially soft wood. It can happen. Then I am actually back in my garage and want to make a little investigation and analysis. And it should be loose. Yes, it's loose. There's a lot of shit. And this very detailed sawdust could be also be if the chain is good, not good enough to make big saw splints, then you get this fine powder dust, and that come into the bar, blocking the oil, so the oil will not enter the chain through the small hole where it's supposed to deliver the oil, and throw it out onto the chain. This bar don't have this bar have this patent where the oil is entering out there in the adjustment hole, which is going into the bar tensioner here. but you see this nice dust here. This is the culprit. That's why it stopped to oil and the chain become dry and hot, and then it's jammed and make resistance. On. And now the RPM is way too high, so it smells of a problem machine, but it starts easy and there is no oiling. Sad to say, but thank God I have parts, and now I go on YouTube and investigate if somebody have some smart idea about, or some knowledge about why it's not oiling, because I feel stuck. I don't know what could be wrong. I could try to winkle off, take off the line. I guess there is some pressure made in this thing from the crankcase to push the oil out of the oil reservoir, and how that operates, I have no idea. It could be linked into the sprocket here. Behind the sprocket, to activate some pump mechanism that is not been activated. But this thing here looks okay, if you ask me. And to enter this might be very difficult. And now I forgot to empty it for oil. So what I did now, I took it off. That might be a very difficult job to put that back. Oh my, oh my. Anyway, that's how it looks inside there. And I can see something dark here. Hope I would be able to just push it through. Aha! It's the walls inside here I can see. Now I understand. It has jumped out of its position. I thought it was some black plastic pipe I see in there, but it was the walls of the so this shake out of the hole, so it was not guiding the oil out of the hole here. Problem solved. Then I just need to make a new of this filter. I can take a scissor and make one from my kitchen tool, and after I will after that I will change this line here. Simple job, should be. There it's off. Now I find a replacement line, so I have a fresh and new one. But this look okay, actually.